They say she walked down St. Anne Street with eyes like storm and voice so sweet. She whispered truth, she braided fate, and left her mark on every gate. Behind her door, the candles burned with symbols drawn and wishes heard. You came with hope or fear or lies, but no one left with alibi. She knows your name, moves like wind, speaks like water. Tread real soft when you pass her door. She don't need locks to settle a score. She hears your name before you speak, knows the secrets you try to keep. Some folks prayed and some just ran, but none forgot that woman's hand. The faithful brought her oils and coin, the sinners knelt, the rich came through. Preachers came and judges too, to hear what she might say or do. One flick of lace, one silver bell, and justice rolled like a river swell. She didn't curse, she didn't scream, just tied your wrongs in tattered string. If you came cruel, if you came bold, she sent you home feeling cold. She knows your name, moves like wind, speaks like water. Tread real soft when you pass her door. She don't need locks to settle a score. She hears your name before you speak, knows the secrets you try to keep. Some folks prayed and some just ran, but none forgot that woman's hand. They say she sleeps beneath the stones, but leave her gifts and hush your tones, 'cause power like hers don't ever fade. It waits in mirrors and in shade. She knows your name, born of fire, child of order. She don't rise and she don't fall, she just listens through it all. So if you see or if you stray, watch your words and where you pray. New Orleans breathes her name out loud. Marie Laveau, Marie Laveau. Down on Royal, the house stood high, with iron gates and shuttered eyes. The carriages rolled through the quarter light, but no one lingered there at night. The door stayed barred, the windows sealed, a silence too heavy to be revealed. No cries rang out, no names remained at Madame LaLaurie's house of shame. The fire broke and the night turned loud. Smoke and cries filled the crowd. They tore the door she locked so tight, and found the dark she'd kept from sight. The door swung wide, the truth laid bare, but no soul found redemption redemption there. No cries rang out, no names remain at Madame LaLaurie's house of shame. Some say the walls still hold the cries, the empty halls, the unanswered whys. No law, no prayer, no preacher's plea could break the chains of what used to be. Now down Royal when the fog drifts deep, the house still hums with things that creep. No light, no song, no footfall sound, only silence on cursed ground. The door swung wide, the truth laid bare, but no soul found redemption there. No cries rang out, no names remain at Madame LaLaurie's house of shame. Some say the walls still hold the cries, the empty halls, the unanswered whys. No law, no prayer, no preacher's plea could break the chains of what used to be. Now down Royal when the fog drifts deep, the house still hums with things that creep. No light, no song, no footfall sound, only silence on cursed ground. The door swung wide, the truth laid bare, but no soul found redemption there. No cries rang out, no names remained at Madame LaLaurie's house of shame. Down in the bayou where the cypress weep, a shadow walks while the town's asleep. 1911, the air turned cold, a tale too grim and dark to be told. They found him quiet with the Bible nearby, but no one knew the reason why. Whole home silenced in the dead of night. No peace was found in the pale moonlight. Clementine, what have you done? The silence speaks under rising sun, with an axe in hand and a distant stare. You left a chill in the midnight air. Clementine, no chains, no flame, just a look and a whispered name. You called on saints, but the echo sighed underneath that Louisiana sky. Her papa preached with holy grace, but something haunted that quiet place. Said she walked with a secret crew, where strange beliefs were nothing new. Some say she lied, some say she knew, but either way the fear still grew. From Crowley down to Lafayette, the sun would rise with cold regret. They held her close, but still the dread returned each night when prayers were said. Was she the one, or just a sign of deeper truths left walked to find? They tried to lock the tale away, filed the names and turned the page, but Bayou winds don't ever rest. They wake what time tried to forget. Some say justice lost its way, just stared down dusk and walked away. But every hush and every creak still echoes what they buried deep. They say she vanished Morgan's Bend. 3 boats drifted under Cajun skies. She said, "You go on ahead, I'll follow slow." And the doctor watched from the skiff below. A shotgun cracked where the dark ran wide, and a man she married slumped to the side. The body in the bayou, still and low, a widow's tale, a doctor's blow. No gospel played, no truth came clean, but they rode him out and killed the dream. The moon stayed high, the stars looked down on silence where the skiff went down. She told her children Daddy's gone for now, and wiped her hands like she'd keep that vow. But iron weight and angled ties held secrets down where the crawfish rise. They found him cut and dragged with care. No peace, no prayer was waiting there. The body in the bayou, drowned and gone. No prayers could bring her husband home. A gunman paid, a lover near, but none would shed a tear. The trapper grinned, the doctor lied, and still she sat with hollow pride. They took the stain with faces pale, while folks outside just bit their nails. The trapper spoke of dogs and home, but left that courtroom cold as stone. The gallows waited just past the trees, but mercy don't come for the wicked 3. 4 children slept through that July lie, while iron sank a father's cry. The sheriff said, "You rode him out." She dropped her gaze and spoke no doubt. The jury stood, the sentence read. Finally justice for the innocent dead. A woman's vow, a lover's scheme, a boat that split a husband's dream. No light did shine as he drowned, just the body in the bayou sinking down. In 1903, down a Dale Street way, near the levee where shadows stay, the doctor strode up the walk as he plotted and planned, with a razor tuck in the palm of his hand. He mumbled 2 minutes and I'll be gone. Then his mama noticed something was deeply wrong. 2 minutes at the window pane, he broke the blinds and called her name. No peace to make, no heart to mend, just steel and silence at the end. She stumbled to the porch with gasping breath. 2 minutes wrapped her throat in death. He kissed her lips, or seemed to try, but had murder burning in his eye. He threw her heart Across the bed, her mother begged, but fear had spread, too strong to pull, too cruel to rest. She watched her daughter's final breath. 2 minutes at the window pane, a swift cut by an expert's hand. No pause, no feign, the room went quiet. The blood ran red. She died with goodbyes left unsaid. No preacher's word, no hymn to sing, just horror wrapped in wedding ring. Friends and family looked away as sirens came to mark the day. He tried to cut his own throat too, but missed the mark like cowards do. The court said life, not gruesome Gertie, but mercy felt a little dirty. Of fits and spells, of ghosts and voices that compelled. But her mama swore on all she knew, he came to kill, and that came true. A life for what he's done, justice for my precious one. 2 minutes at the window pane, he climbed inside and left a stain. A house gone cold, a silence deep, where ghosts still watch and a mother's weep. No shadow moves, no child plays here. 2 minutes carved with still eyes near. Down in Louisiana's quiet town, she kept to herself and didn't look down. Men came knocking with work-worn hands and didn't leave like they had planned. She fixed a drink, her hands moved light, her voice was calm, her eyes just right. They drank, and then the room went still. No words, no sound, no final will. The widow's measure don't spill or shout. It moves through silence, then fades out. One bottle passed, then nothing stirred. The room went quiet, no more heard. The first grew weak, the next grew pale. By number 7 they watched her trail. She dressed in black, she bowed her head, but folks still whispered of the dead. A widow, a helper, soft and kind, but too many graves got left behind. She kept her story, face held high, and nothing fit, though some still tried. The widow's measure runs low and clean. Down by the levee where the wild reeds grow, the river held names no one tried to know. One by one the bodies came, women lost but not to shame. The city slept, the headlines small, and mothers waited for the call. No justice for the worthy ones thrown away by a stranger's will. Each had a story, a fight, a name. Not one belonged in a nameless grave. So we speak them now, loud and clear, to bring their stolen voices near. Tyra's hands once braided hair, Danielle laughed without a care, Regina dreamed of dancing far, Charlene prayed beneath the stars. Noah lived with pride and grace, but vanished too without a trace. No justice for the worthy ones thrown away by a stranger's will. They weren't just names the world forgot. Each had love and dreams and thought. So we sing for those they left behind, the women justice failed to find. From 91 to 2003, black women died and few could see. One man hunted silent and slow and left them sinking down below. Too many turned and walked away while silence grew and no one came. Lydia smiled through hardest days, Wanda fought in her quiet ways, Sandra held her children tight, Dolores sang into the night. Stephanie's dreams were trimmed by fear, Michelle is missed year after year. No justice for the worthy still. Each one lived with dreams and will. Their names won't drown in quiet shame. Their names still rise where truth remains. The river knows, the levee holds. Each soul this city let go cold. Cheryl's light was calm and kind. Karen left her past behind. Sharon laughed through hardest hours. Sandra bloomed like porch-side flowers. Stephanie Brown had dreams to share. Lola danced with midnight air. Regetta stood through storms and strain, and George lived bold in her own name. Unnamed sisters still remain, their stories buried without a name. But every soul we sing tonight deserves the truth, deserves the light.